Okay, you can see all these sticks here, but before we jump in the video, a lot of you ain't subscribed. Subscribe. I don't know why you're not. Subscribe, then watch the rest of this video. Well, hello, Christopher.
I didn't want it to start like that, but okay. What have you got in your hands, mate?
I have Bauer's new Twitch.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of, as always, questions. Twitch review, Twitch review.
I don't think we get questions, it's more like demands now.
It is, it is. I feel like we're being bullied, but you know.
I know, I like it.
Peer pressure is good. You weirdo. First impressions, what do you think about the way it looks, dude?
It looks nice, man, it looks clean.
The name Twitch is pretty slick.
I'm a big fan of the blue.
Yeah?
The blue's a very nice blue. They've gone with like a chrome teal blue.
Yeah.
And it looks clean.
Yeah, I like the sort of like pixelated design on it. It's very gamer centric, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing out on the market that looks like this now.
Fair play to them.
It's very unique.
Right, that's it. We're starting off with the wrong foot. There's too much positivity.
Yeah, sucks.
Let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it and see how it is, eh?
Get a bit closer, to be honest.
Feel free.
Just got to make it weird, haven't you? And as a quick side note, the HockeyTutorial custom jerseys are now available on the online store. You can have one of our HockeyTutorial jerseys with your name, your number, and your country flag on the back. They're custom made to order. You can pick up Tommy's camo jersey, which you guys were incessantly hitting us up about being able to pick up. Those are available on the store, but they're only going to be for sale for 31 days, and then they're gone. Tommy will be rocking a new jersey design as soon as that period ends, and then later down the line we'll offer that new jersey design for you guys to be able to pick up as well. You can pick up the classic HockeyTutorial jerseys, the stick curve hats, stick curve t-shirts, as well as the I Am Hockey sweatshirts and hoodies. All of these will be down below in the video description.
All right, so I've trained with it, I've used it in the video. Bauer's new Twitch, man. Shout out Hockey Station, as we said in the intro. Without you guys, this video wouldn't be possible, so we appreciate it. We're gonna put the Twitch against all the Bauer sticks that are out right now, being the Bauer Proto R, the Hyperlite 2, and the Tracer.
And comments on the agent? I think it's worth throwing that in.
I can. I don't have one with me because it broke.
Okay.
I remember what it was like using it.
Yeah, maybe just so we have the full scope.
Yeah.
Because those are like the ball.
I mean, I tell you what, since I don't have it, I will start off with the agent.
Okay.
If I remember rightly, it was very hard to be consistent with.
Mm-hmm.
So picking a corner was quite hard, doing it every single time.
Yeah.
Right? It was either picking a corner or muffing along the floor. Obviously, the stick was so light that it was almost like having a feather in your hands, right? So stick handling was almost a breeze. For some people, obviously, that would make it harder. You know, you like a bit of a heavier stick. But other than that, I mean, I remember saying the shaft felt weird because the grip texture changed from about here, which obviously me as a center is very hard to grip. I remember that being a massive problem for me. But other than that, I don't think there's much to touch on that stick. It definitely wasn't a slap shot stick. I think that also comes into play with how the shaft texture's changed. But we're gonna come off that stick because it's not here, and I feel like it sort of died a death.
I feel like because it's one of the boron sticks, it's worth touching on. It was the first. It was the first boron stick.
I agree, but after its big drop, and it was like, oh, the agent, like I haven't heard of it since.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously other sticks have replaced it.
Yeah, big time, big time. As soon as it got dropped, it was it went for about 3-4 months where it was big and it was a big name stick, and other than that, it just went downhill. So we're going to come off the agent, and I'm actually not going to start with the twitch. I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to make you wait for it.
Yeah, get that retention going.
I'm going to make you wait for it. I'm going to take my gloves off and all. I'm going to take my gloves off.
It's getting serious.
Yeah. The Proto R, obviously, if you've been on the channel and watching our videos for a little while, everyone knows that I really did like this stick. I felt like I was shooting great with it. I was stick handling great with it. But after a couple of months, the blade went really soft, and it was quite hard to be consistent with it. I feel like that's a bit of a theme. Obviously, I touched on it in videos. I said it was going soft, and I'm actually waiting for some sticks to arrive. And I was sort of going through, this sounds really bad, I was sort of going through my stick collection and seeing what ones I could use just to get me by until my other ones arrive. And I used it in a game, and I made myself a new curve. I was right. It was going soft, I used it in a game, and it went. Which I said from the get-go was a little bit of a concern for me. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be like every other Bauer and go soft and break.
Have any of your other sticks broken?
One.
From recent times?
One, but none how this did.
Okay.
So I broke one other stick, and it was like an almighty slash. Like any other stick would have broke regardless of what it was. I could even use a metal stick and it still would have broke.
What were the standout features of the Proto R?
Oh, definitely the release. The release was great with this stick. I remember saying it before, but also it was the release and the feel. I felt like you had great feel for the puck. I felt like it was one of them jack of all trades. You could do every single shot with it until it went soft, and then it was hard to be consistent with. And I think that's all you can really say about it. It was a jack of all trades, right? I could take slap shots with it, I could take wrist shots with it, backhands, I could stick handle.
Would you say jack of all trades, master of none?
Yes, it's a bit like the jet speed range for CCM, you know? It's not, its standout feature isn't one, it's good at them all.
Okay, so it's not really a bad thing or an amazing thing, it's just fact.
Yeah, which obviously isn't a bad thing. I quite like that. Obviously I didn't use it because it went soft and then broke. But I can't knock it. It's a very good stick until it goes soft. Now we're going to move on to, I'll tell you what, I'll let you pick. We've got two down here. We're not using this one yet, these two.
Let's save, I can see the traces there, and I know people are dying to know tracer.
All right, so we'll leave the tracer till...
Leave the tracer afterwards, yeah,
okay.
Yeah, make them wait,
So we're going to go with the Hyperlite 2.
I've got to add, I don't mean to interrupt you, bro, but I've got to add that I don't know how this video is going to end, guys. I've had no feedback, so I'm learning.
He's asked me and I've just teased him.
I'm learning just as you guys are learning. Go for it, bro.
Hyperlite 2, obviously a lot of you know, I used it quite a lot last season. It's a shooter stick, right? I've always said it, I don't think it's amazing for stick handling and feel for the puck, but if you're someone that doesn't really stick handle and you just rip cannons, this is the stick for you. I feel like you can pick corners, get nice hard shots off, but when it comes to stick handling and in close to the goalie, you're gonna be getting a lot of hate off your teammates. No, it's a very nice shooter stick. If you're a shooter, this stick's for you. It doesn't quite fit me. I can't hit the net with it. I find it very hard to pick a corner with it. I haven't found that sweet spot, which I think you have to do with this stick. You have to spend some time with it and find, it sounds stupid when I say you have to find a sweet spot in a stick, but every person that's used it and spoke to me, they're like, yeah, you're right, you have to find the sweet spot. And until you do, you're not picking corners, it's that simple. It's not for me, I'm gonna be honest. I've sort of come away from this stick purely by the fact of, I used it for a couple of weeks, I couldn't find a sweet spot, and let's be honest, we don't have ages in English hockey to spend finding a sweet spot on a stick. So we're then going to move on to the Tracer.
Here we go, this is the big one.
The big boy. Okay, so the Tracer, obviously a lot of you know I really enjoyed using this stick, and I even said that it might be the best release I've felt in a stick. That's not a lie, it's still true. I was using it up until the Twitch came. And I've it's sort of taken a back seat, and I'm not going to discredit it because it's a great stick, it's got great feel, great shot. Obviously the shaft is a bit weird, but like I said before, it's not as stand out as it was on the Sync. It's not as dominant, so it sits actually quite nicely in your hand. I felt like in the past, the Nexus range, or Nexus as Chris likes to say.
Wow, that was unnecessary, man. Jeez.
It used to sit a bit further out in your palm because it went too much, but they nailed it. It was a good stick. It's great to wrist shot, slap shot, and again, a bit like the Proto R, a jack of all trades, but not a master of any. but its standout feature was the release.
Okay, fair.
But now we're gonna go on to the Twitch. The Twitch. I know this has been a much demanded stick, saying that it's only been out like 3 days. I'm also thinking it might be a bit like the FT Ghost.
What do you mean?
A bit how the FT Ghost was like a trial for the FT7 Pro.
Okay.
I have a feeling this might be a trial stick for the Hyperlite 3.
Okay.
I could be wrong, could be right.
Fair play.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, getting into it, I feel like it is the polar opposite to the Hyperlite 2. The feel for the puck with this stick is insane.
Oh God.
Insane. I don't think it's that good for quick releases. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like you have to load up with this stick. I found that definitely a lot when I was training with my team. I think you can also see it a little bit in the videos and all. I had to load up and really pick my corner. But once you do that, you're picking your corner. You're not missing the net. It's definitely not very good for one-timers. It's very strange because it's quite good for slap shots, but as soon as it's a 1T, it sort of throws it off a little bit. I'm gonna stand up because I got old boy knees. I got hockey player knees. Oh my God, that is really bad. It's definitely, the standout feature is the feel for the puck. The feel for the puck is absolutely amazing. As soon as I got on the ice, I was like, wow. Like I could just straight away feel the puck. I knew where it was. I didn't have to look down. And like I said, when you pick your corner and you load up the shot, you're picking your corner. Goalie there or not, it's going through them. It's like I said, the polar opposite to the Hyperlite 2, which is strange because obviously the Hyperlite 2 being the low kick and this being a new low kick, it's very odd. But if I was to rank them,
yeah, give us a
if I was to rank them, last is going to be the Hyperlite 2 because for me, feel for the puck is a big aspect. Then the Proto R, purely for the fact of it went soft and broke. Obviously, that's never a good thing. And second is going to be the Twitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Obviously, I've always said I enjoy a stick that has a nice release.
Yeah.
I like to catch the goalie off guard. I like to be quick and get that shot off fast. And this just isn't the stick for it. Like I said, it's a fill stick. So if you're someone that stick handles, like to break ankles and dangle around people, this stick's for you. But that's just not me and how I play. I'm definitely not knocking the stick. It's a very, very nice stick, and I will keep using it and trialing it so we can give you an update in a couple months' time.
Perfect.
But as of right now, it goes Hyperlite 2, Proto R, Twitch, Tracer.
Fair play. Any other comments? What did the shaft feel like? You said it reminded you of something, didn't you?
This stick reminded me a lot of the Flylight. I don't know if a lot of you remember the Flylight. It was like a nice, almost like an orange chrome, right? That was also extremely light. So, but yeah, it's quite a standard shaft, I think. Grip's really nice, which obviously might play into why it's got such a nice feel for the puck. But if I'm spending my money, I'm sticking with the Tracer. I also think why it's so easy to, once you load and pick your corner, you're picking your corner is because the blade is just so stiff, which is odd because Bauers normally don't have stiff blades. Normally their blades go really, really soft like the Proto R did, so I'm hoping this stays that way. Obviously me being a center and taking face-offs, having a stiff blade is a big aspect in my game because obviously if your blade's soft, you're not winning any face-offs. And sometimes winning a face-off is crucial to winning a game. Okay, so that was all of the Bauers out on the market right now, featuring Bauer's new Twitch. Letting you know how they feel for me and how they fit my style of play. Might not be the same for you, but this is personal preference and how I think they rank. If you want to see us put the Twitch or any other stick other than the Proto R, because it's broken, against any other stick on the market, let us know. We'll try our best to get it done for you. If you're not, make sure you subscribe because what are you doing? Like the video and we'll see you in the next one.